Hi, I'm Jessie Budzinski. I'm the Assistant Department Chair in the Human Services Department, and I'm here today with Rachel Mays. I want to let her introduce herself. She is a current student. So Rachel, if you would just tell us, I said your name, but if you would just introduce yourself and let us know what program you're currently enrolled in and how close you are to graduation.
Awesome. Yes. So my name is Rachel Mays, and I am almost done with my bachelor's in human services here at Purdue Global. I will be done actually September 10th, I believe, is when I will officially be done. I am currently in my capstone that starts this Thursday, actually July 4th. So I am almost done. It has been an incredible journey here at Purdue Global, and I am very excited to finish, but also a little bittersweet as well because it is coming down to the wire.
Yeah, that's so exciting. It's so exciting to be that close and like to see it. Like you could see the light at the end. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So that kind of leads into my next question, which was to just kind of describe your educational journey and what that's been like. Your time with us, your time before, anything you want to share.
So originally being from Indiana, I really wanted to make sure that I finished school, and I wanted to do it before I turned 40. So I will be turning 40 next year in April, and I will officially be a college graduate before I am 40. So I'm very excited, and I will continue on and wanting to earn my MSW. I will have to go to a different school. However, having chosen Purdue Global, it was somewhat on a whim, to be honest with you. I was searching schools in the winter of 2021, and Purdue was accredited, and it was accredited everywhere, which was a huge thing for me. And having been from Indiana, I might be a little biased. However, I'm so glad to have chosen this opportunity to be part of this family because Purdue made it possible. Purdue made it possible for me to be on this educational journey. I received the most help from the advisors throughout the entire process, from enrollment to financial, and then also my current advisor to graduate. So I have had nothing but absolute amazing professors, and the success here has been outstanding. I'm so happy to be here, and I just wish almost all of my professors could be at graduation. I know that's not going to be. It's been quite an amazing road here, and to be able to do this has been fantastic.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so amazing. And I love hearing you say that you set the goal that by the time you were 40, you wanted to have, I love that. And I feel like so many of our students are like close to that age or around that age. So could you talk a little bit about that? Like what it's like to juggle school as someone who's not like right out of high school age? Because I know it means juggling a lot of responsibilities.
Yes, absolutely. So I work full time. I actually work part time as well as a gymnastics coach. And then I do have 2 children and a husband. So it's all about balance and making sure that, you balance all of those different responsibilities out. It does take some time away from other, maybe quote unquote, fun things that you would used to be able to do. However, the end goal of, achieving that, for me, a dream of having that bachelor's degree in hand, which will come at the end. It's truly remarkable because I, set a few things aside and I said, okay, I know I can do this. I know I'm capable. The workload can be intense at sometimes because there is a lot of reading. There is a lot of, assignments, but it is very possible. And I do have a lot of support from my family, and I have a lot of support from, friends as well. And there have been times where I've missed a few things. However, my children seeing me go through this, they have said, wow, my mom is getting her degree and she's working a part-time job as well. It's been wonderful. So it's definitely a juggle. It's a balance, but it's definitely also very helpful to have support with the family as well.
Absolutely. Model for your kids. I mean, I've heard other people share that same sentiment, and it's incredible. I mean, the value of that is kind of undescribable because they're watching you do it, and they're watching you juggle so many things and do it successfully. That's huge. I mean, that's just such a gift that you're giving them. So that's great. So I heard you mention MSW. So what's your plan for the next step?
So my next steps, I'm going to take just a small time off. My son is going to be a senior in high school, so I would love to enjoy his senior year activities. We're actually touring colleges today here in Connecticut, so that's exciting. And
Oh,
then tomorrow and Wednesday as well. So we're going to take some time. I'm going to take a little bit of time off, but I do want to pursue my MSW to become a school social worker and work within the schools here in Connecticut. And then my end goal at some point would be to hopefully, crossing fingers, and I would love to have my own private practice and help adolescents, as I really, really enjoy working with adolescents and families and helping them and working within the community and seeing what it is that I can do to help benefit the community that I live in, work in, and also, my children go to school here. So that's the end goal. I would really love to have my own small private practice, nothing big, nothing crazy, just something to help benefit the community in some way, shape, and form, especially within the community that I live in, work in, everything. So I know that's a few years down the road, but that's the end goal. I figure I still haven't hit 40 yet, so I have time.
yes, you have lots of time. And that's just fantastic. And knowing you from the one course that I had you in, I mean, I can absolutely see you accomplishing all of that. You're going to be incredible at whatever you do in this field. Okay, so next question. Did you have a favorite course during your time at PG?
Absolute favorite class was case management in human services. It was my absolute favorite class. We really dissected all of the different facets of case studies. And I had a professor, her name was Professor Young. She was with us for just literally that particular time, but she was so thorough in her teaching, and she was absolutely fantastic in what it is she taught us about case studies. And I loved getting a case study and dissecting it and really getting into the nitty gritty of it. I loved that. And I say within human services, that's probably my most favorite, is getting a case study and figuring out what it is we can do for that client and also the client's family, and figuring out, what it is we can do to help them. I loved that class. That was probably by far my most favorite class. And I could even see myself, aside from going into the MSW, obviously getting my MSW, but really diving into a case studies field somewhere, and getting a case studies form, if there was a job to just simply do that and dissecting case studies and directing each client and their families to where they could go, that would be me, because I absolutely loved that. I thought that was a fantastic class, and I could do that all day, every day.
I've touched on when you were talking about your family support, but what do you think helped you to persist? You're juggling a lot of things. What helped you get to where you are right now?
This was a goal, and the determination. I would ask for help, with certain professors, and just saying, what can I do to be better? And they would give me that honest feedback. And that was definitely something that would help. When I asked for help from the professors, like I'm known to write and maybe write a little bit too much. So how can I shorten this? How can I make something more precise? And they would give me clear, honest feedback. And knowing that I am not the only, 30-some-year-old doing this, and having the honest feedback from also my other adult students as well, that would help. Each passing grade, each passing week, I said, that's one more week down. It's one more week down. Just continuing to tell myself, self-motivation was a lot of it. Having the support from the family, but honestly, a lot of support because I was in the human services realm, the support from the other students. I had a lot of the same students. They were very helpful. Hey, Rachel, you did great this week, and I really loved what you said here. What about da 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 in the discussion boards? That was great. That was a huge motivational factor. There was a few students that I had to work on with certain projects. They were fantastic, and that was big for me. And also just outside people. Oh, you're in school. Wow, you're in school. That's great.
Yeah.
To you, just talking to people about my journey, being in school, and not because they automatically assume you're in school for your master's. Nope, I'm in school for my bachelor's. Wow, you're going to school for your bachelor's, at your age. That's awesome. Keep going. You're doing great.
Yeah. Yep.
So, just encouragement from others really kept me going.
That's awesome. And I love hearing that other students encouraged you, because that's our goal, is that you guys become like a community.
Yes.
And really probably towards, I mean, really potentially throughout the whole program, but I think especially as you kind of choose more specialized courses, you end up kind of with a cluster of students that you start to get to know better, that you see term after term, which is great. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so the last question is, if you could give advice to a student who is maybe just coming into our program, what would it be?
Go for it. Do it.
Oh, yep.
Absolutely. Go for it. Do it. And I remember 2 or 3 terms in, oh my gosh, I have so long to go. Oh my gosh, I'm too old. Nope, you're not too old. It goes by so fast. Yes, the days are long, but the years are short. I'm almost done. And it's been snapping my fingers and I'm done. And I am so happy to, when I say I almost did this on a whim, I literally almost did this on a whim. And I'm so glad I did. I cannot be more thankful that I opened up my computer and said, that's it. I'm done. I'm tired of waiting. I did it. And you can do it too.
Yeah.
With the help of everybody, Purdue made it possible.
Oh, that's awesome. You gave me goosebumps and a little teary.
Really, in all honesty, Purdue really made it possible. And I've had nothing but a great experience here. And I'm so grateful, and go for it.
Oh, well, I'm going to leave it at that, because that's such great advice and such a great story that you shared with us. I really appreciate it, Rachel.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.